You're listening to The Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
Woo! Getting a little bit of a late start, but that we just heard some Nile, the inevitable degradation of flesh, Cannibal Corpse, Unleashing the Bloodthirsty, and another Nile song. What was it? Chapters
of obeisance before giving birth. No, before before giving birth to the inert one in the presence of the crescent-shaped horn.
That's the whole song title?
That's the whole song title.
Jeez, it's like a
The
paragraph.
fact that you know that is pretty amazing.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't think I've ever memorized a song title that long.
But tonight we're in the studio with Hate Storm Annihilation. Woo woo! Why don't you guys go ahead and tell us your names, what you do in the band, who's missing?
Okay, this is Konstantin. I play drums.
I'm Craig, and I play guitar, and I sing, or what some would call sing.
And we're missing a bass player. Anybody interested out in Chicagoland, please give us a call or a Facebook message or something, because we do need a bass player.
So it's just a two-piece right now?
As unfortunately, yes.
The old two-piece. Looking for a bassist. So once we played these tracks we got, everyone, when we listened to them yesterday, I was just like, yes! Yes! So they may be a little intimidating, but...
Totally worth it,
Totally
especially
worth
for
it.
what you guys have up and coming. Somebody's going to definitely want to be a part of it. So tell us a little bit about the band, how you guys actually met. Apparently, Craig, this is all you.
I suppose so. We started, we had gotten together, when did we start?
March of last year.
March of last year. So, I'm sorry?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm just amazed. I've got questions already. Holy crap.
Okay, yeah, we just got we got together last year. It was me and our bassist at the time, and we'd put out a Craigslist ad for a drummer, and really great backstory to that. But Konstantin had responded to it, and we had gotten together, and I had about 5 or 6 drummers all with auditions ready to go. He was the first guy. He came in, he played, and I was all like, "Oh," or we were all like, "Okay, yeah, you're in. We'll cancel everybody else." So
The fact that you found 6 drummers to line up is amazing, because finding one is the hardest part.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you still know those names, we know some bands that are probably still looking for a drummer.
Yeah.
You probably have like 5 names still on your list. You guys have only been around a short time. How did you, and this is because we had Devangelist on last week, that they dropped the information that you guys had actually toured Europe already. How, in the short period of time being a band, did you get that opportunity?
Well, pretty much thanks to the power of social networking and whatnot. The one day I was on, and I had seen that a band that I'd listened to on a pretty frequent basis, Bloodsoaked, they were going to be touring through Europe, and pretty much what had happened was I contacted, it was either their frontman's page or their band page, and I shot them a message. I gave them all of our info, and I pretty much said, if you might be interested, we'd be very much wanting to come and play on this tour. So we went, played, and had ourselves a good time.
It was really good time.
How long was the tour?
It was about 15 days.
15
days.
days.
It was like 12 shows or so.
Wow.
Back to back. It was pretty tough physically. And then, of course, the partying aspect doesn't make it any easier. But it was a blast. It was like old school type of tour, the way you hear it with all the craziness and everything that that comes with it.
So how did it set up for you guys to book the tour? What did you guys have to do on your end, and what was set up for you out there to make sure that everything was in order for you guys at least to be safe out there?
Well, pretty much just what it came down to was the fact that we had the front man of that band, Bloodsoaked. He pretty much had contact with I guess you would call them like a touring agency called Brookstein, and they're just they renowned touring
company.
I'm sorry about that
touring
distraction.
company. No, it's totally cool. A touring company of sorts, and what it is that they, they pretty much set everything up. I mean, venues, transportation.
They had our foods, they had our drinks, everything was
Sustenance.
pretty much set up. All we had to do is show up in Germany. That's all we had
Yeah.
to do. I
Wow.
guess we fit the style of the tour, music-wise, and they're like, you know what? Why not?
Who
give
else?
you guys a try.
Who else was on the tour with you guys?
Blood Soak was the headlining band. Another great band from California, Short Fuse. Great friends, great guys of
Incredible
ours.
people.
Then we had Psychiatric
Short Fuse. I'm sorry, Short Fuse, the death metal band.
Short Fuse,
They're an everything metal
Yeah.
band. Like they pretty much take every genre of the metal genre and they kind of bring it all together in just this really heavy yet
they do fast stuff. They do everything pretty much.
a
and,
rock fan could enjoy them just as much as a metal fan.
I just thought I had a couple buddies that were in a band in high school called Short Fuse,
Oh,
but that was why I was like, oh, Short
Then-
Fuse.
yeah, then
But
we
that's
had
it.
then we had a psychiatric regurgitation,
Psychiatric regurgitation.
Yes.
There you go.
it's just-
There you go.
and their main guitar player had just broken his foot,
Oh,
so
God.
he still did the tour with the crutches and everything.
Nice.
And still party, did everything that everybody else did. And then we had our good friends of Black Mass. They're from
Yep.
the Boston area. This was a 5-band tour, and obviously us.
So it was
Which is
all
great.
out of country bands playing with this one European band.
No. Everybody is
Everybody
a
from the
US,
States.
US band.
Oh, Blood Soaked was from the States too?
Yes, they are. And,
Oh, wow.
That was just incredible. And the guys from Brookstein, they organized the tour for Blockstall, and then they asked Blockstall, hey, can you suggest some good bands? And that's how we got on.
That's awesome. For those that want to call in and discuss any other questions that they have with the band, it's 773-657-3341. Again, phone lines are open, so it's 773-657-3341. I've still got a couple more questions. I don't want to keep the whole conversation about the tour, but being 15 shows, like 15 days on tour, how many different countries is that?
We did 3 different countries.
Three
We did
different?
Germany, we did Netherlands, and then we did Poland. And it was, metal fans in Europe are, diehard metal fans. Incredible. We had more people show up to our shows there than here, unfortunately.
What was the best show that you played over there? Like, what's the most memorable
Okay,
moment?
good story. It was actually in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
It was. Of course it was.
Red light district, lots of tits.
The story stops there.
It starts there. Correction.
So what had happened is there was some sort of mix-up in the lineup. So we actually ended up, instead of opening the show, we actually were the headlining band that night.
What?
And it was a really small venue, like kind of tight venue, but it was full. It was extremely full. And I played a 3-piece drum kit, literally, with 2 cymbals. Yeah, and with our music's kind of tough. And then we had my friend's pedals, which were different settings than mine. It was just really, really hard to play, and we really didn't play well that night. However, the crowd was just nuts. It was just full, and it was nuts, and people were asking us, for us autographs, pictures, and stuff. It was just really crazy.
What?
Great opening for the night that followed.
No wonder how you guys got 24,000 fans on Facebook.
Playing Europe.
Crazy. So let's go a little bit back. Let's talk more about the States. So you guys, about a year and a half being a band together. What have you guys accomplished in that time besides touring? Have you guys released a CD before that, or?
Well, within the first 2 or 3 months of our existence, we put out this little. It was like a 2 or 3 song demo that a friend of ours had recorded with us and whatnot, and the sound quality, nothing comparable to something pro, but it was something. Just kind of put it out there our first few shows, and then it seemed to stop being handed out at all. So everything from that point on was just strictly online live show videos. And then after that, we currently have a completed first album, 10 songs, that we recorded at Mana Recording in St. Petersburg, Florida. Eric Rutan of Hate Eternal Studio.
Nice.
Yeah, we recorded with Brian.
Elliot.
Brian Elliott.
Constantine on
recording.
names. It's just
Yeah,
he's crazy remembering all this.
yeah. But yeah, Brian Elliott, just recording wizard. The guy, incredible person.
Really tough to the musicians.
Really
I have to tell you, he just ripped us apart, especially me, the drummer. Playing not so tight here, he would just
Do it again.
destroy you. But as far as what we've accomplished, around Chicago, area, we pretty much played every major venue around here. We even did a headlining show at the Reggie's. That was
Nice.
a great show.
We were at Reggie's the other day.
Reggie's was awesome. It was one of those Project Independence things.
Okay. Yeah.
We
And,
closed the night.
It was a great night. We've done Mojo's a few times. We did the Subterranean. We just passed by it, and we've played with pretty much almost all of our major influences like Cannibal Corpse, Deicide,
Hate Eternal.
Hate Eternal. We played with Fear Factory. We
You
played
guys
all
have
these-
opened for all these bands?
Yes,
Nice.
and we almost opened for Nile.
That
It
would-
would have
that
been a dream
would-
come true for you.
That's the one. That's the one we gotta get.
So what in that time have you learned, like, through that recording process? Like, what was the one piece of advice that he gave you that has just stuck with you?
To any musician out there, I would suggest that is the best musical experience. No school would ever teach you that. It's just you go in and you absolutely are pointed out to where you suck, because everybody hears that your band in the other room hears that your producer says, well, if it's a good producer, he says, okay, this sucks. Don't use so many cymbals. Your left hand is lagging. This is lagging. That's lagging. It's the best musical school ever. And you go home and you start practicing these things, and only
Because you don't want to go back and have him be like, you still suck. Come
Yeah,
on, what are you doing?
it's not gonna happen for sure. But it's way harder, in my opinion, to play in a studio than live. Live, you have the vibe, you have the energy from the crowd, and you're kind of pushing yourself 110%. In the studio, it's just you in the room, and then a lot of people listening to you, and like 40 microphones that
Pointing
catch
out your mistakes and
every
stuff.
single mistake is just really tough.
What about for you, Craig? What did you learn guitar-wise that you didn't notice that you were doing before?
Learn the solos before the studio.
Well, yeah, a lot of the lead parts on the songs were pretty on the spot kind of things. Were like things where I was like, okay, I want to play this here, and then Brian was like, don't play that there,
Literally.
try something else. And then we'd sit there for about 20 minutes and kind of playing little things and say, oh, well, this sounds better here and whatnot. But I played bass for probably the third time in my life at the studio recording for that album. So that was interesting.
So on the recording, it was just you two? The bassist you had originally had left the band by then?
Well, he was
Or
there
just-
with us. He left
Hey.
right after the record was completed. We weren't going along as well as we
Mutual
should've.
type of-
Yes. So we had to go back and re-record bass. So on the record, as it stands now, it's just us two.
Well, I wanna hear a song. What's the first track you have on the CD that you brought us today?
The first one, the exact same one we released on the internet, From the Inside Out.
Dave?
From inside, otherwise I'm listening from within. A
listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
Oh man. So we were just talking. So you're only 18,
This is true.
and that's you on vocals and guitar. And right when you turned 18, you said you guys toured Europe.
Yes.
What do you think your graduating class thinks of you having accomplished so much just right after high school?
Wait, when did you guys go on tour of Europe? Was that
April.
in April? So you were still in?
I was still in. I was a senior.
So you're like, all right, I gotta go for a while.
Very long story short, I worked things out with
The teachers.
officials of, because they were all like, I pretty much, if you miss so many days, we're gonna have to kick you out,
Yeah.
kind of ordeal. And I was just kind of like,
But I'm a straight A student.
far from, unfortunately. I just, worked something out with them that I was gonna be able to be gone during that long of the process, and then come back and just finish everything up.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that
I
is
bet
really
he was
awesome.
the only kid that ever hit up the red light district in his school.
Probably. That's a probably good thing though. that
Had
you
a
got
bunch
that
of stories to
experience.
tell all your friends when you got back. Like,
For stories for days.
Yeah.
Well, we are the Metal Experience, and we're sitting here with Heatstorm Annihilation. For those that want to call in, we know that a lot of people listen afterwards, but for those still listening right now, 773-657-3341. Call with your questions. Or any
Comments,
comments.
concerns.
Yeah, definitely check out Constantine's drum set picture up on the Facebook page, because holy shit. How many
it's like
pieces?
Neil Peart, right?
How many pieces
Almost.
is your
The
drum
full-
set
full-
in total?
I have 10 drums and like 13 cymbals. Oh,
And that stuff's not cheap.
No.
True that, but I've collected over a few years. No, I didn't buy it all at once. The thing is, when we toured Europe, I pretty much used half of what I use here. It still worked, but you get those little bells and whistles on your drum kit that you're so used to, and those are the things to me that make a difference in the song.
Now, when you guys play shows, do you set up the whole set or
Absolutely.
We go full out.
Absolutely.
just nice?
Lots of
So what is your transportation to hold all your gear?
big black trailer.
There you go.
There
That
you go.
works. All those drum
Dr-
pieces need to go somewhere.
And even the rack that everything's attached to, we don't take it apart because we have the luxury of this large trailer. Otherwise, it will take me 2 hours to put this thing together. We actually, the fastest I ever put it together was 7 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
What's the longest it ever took you to put?
Oh, when I set it up for myself, when we change studios or something, I take my sweet day right there. All day.
How did you get in touch with the studio down in Florida for your recording? What made you decide that?
That was the
Was
studio
it?
for you guys.
Just obviously, my biggest influence probably with the death metal would be Cannibal Corpse, and I had always really enjoyed how the albums always sounded as compared to like I guess you'd say more of a European releases where they just sound really really like overly polished and clean, where like the ones at Mana they're clean and they're clear, but they still have that kind of raw element to them that I felt would really move in a nice direction with our music style. So pretty much what had happened was I went on their website, got all their contact info, and we sent them an email saying, so we're this band from Chicago, and we're interested in checking out rates for getting this album done at the studio and whatnot. And then within about 2 weeks I had gotten a call back from Brian Elliott, we talked about everything, and then I think we had a waiting period of like it was like 8 or 9 months that we had to wait before we could actually record the album, because they're very busy over there, but for good reason.
So when did you guys actually record the album
It was June and July of this year.
of this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
How long were you given recording time?
About 2 weeks.
No,
It was about.
it was a little short of 2 weeks.
Nice.
It's like
So just every day in the studio all day?
Unfortunately, yes.
It was a good learning experience, though.
Oh, very
incredible.
good.
Were you able to go out to any shows while you were down there?
Absolutely, yeah. We we ended up. God, where'd we go? That
I don't know. I don't remember the place. The name of the place.
if I could remember
saw
the venue.
Obituary.
Really, yeah, we saw Obituary at this really sick venue out there that I couldn't even tell you the name of, unfortunately.
It's a huge venue. I guess very famous around the Tampa area. It's just a blast.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And then we saw G.G. Allen at the Brass Mug while we were down there.
We were actually talking about
witnessed.
this, yeah.
Oh, were you?
Talking about outside, and it's. Go ahead, please. Do tell. Do tell.
Constantine
do I
would
have
tell this
to?
story
Do
better
I
than
have
anybody.
Yes.
Well, let's get some G.G. Allen influence music going. Dave, find something inspiring for the
maybe
moment.
I kill everything I fuck. G.G. Allen. Well, anyway, while he's getting that going, you were on one of the nights you guys had open. You're like, all right, we're gonna check out this G.G. Allen. You said it's everyone except for G.G.
It was
in the
just,
band, or
May I actually add, we didn't see G.G. Allen, hence, he's
Yeah,
him being
he's
dead
dead.
and whatnot, but we saw his band, yeah.
his brother is leading the band now, and it was the most traumatic night of my life, literally. As their drummer, I mean, I can't say this over the way.
You
You
can.
can say anything
absolutely.
on our
Fine,
show.
fine,
fuck, fuck,
fine.
fuck.
Absolutely
Yeah, and
have
swear,
to.
you could swear whatever. You need
gonna-
to swear to tell the story.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
man up. So, we go into the Brass Mug with a really good friend of ours, and we see the band, playing. I see a drummer, I'm immediately interested, and then immediately become uninterested when there's an older dude, butt naked, this shriveled up monkey thingy. And it's not like he uses a big kid like me, because I can be butt naked behind a kid and nobody will see anything. He had a 2-piece or 3-piece or something, and he played, it's not a good sight. Then what happens, at the end of the show, he's got like a little drum solo thing. We're by the bar chilling. Then after the drum solo, he comes out to cheer the crowd up or something. Which is where things got ugly. He, behind his drum kit, pulls out a cup of Vaseline and his drumsticks, obviously.
I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah.
No, you do. You do.
I really don't.
Keep going.
I know where this
And
is
I'm like,
going.
he's not gonna do that. He can't. It's
Are you
just a
sure?
show.
Oh my god.
And then he did it. He took the sticks
What?
inside the Vaseline
No!
and then he,
No!
yes.
No!
Put him
Yes.
inside his anus.
What
That's
is-
it, deep
How
in, and I'm not in
Deeply?
Deep
I
in.
don't want to know anymore. Dave is dying.
The whole logo of the
Whoa!
plastic went
Oh!
away. And then the scariest part, I was always
This
by
is
that.
scary already.
I was, felt traumatic experience. Anyway, later on that night, I decided, I'm just gonna go to the restroom because, out here I'm don't feel
God,
safe.
Found him in the bathroom.
You know what? I try to open the door, and the door opens right as I try to push it, and he's standing there, like one of those scary ass movies. You see the devil coming out of the door or something, and I almost touched him, but I didn't.
Oh my god. What was he
What a
doing in the
perfectly
bathroom?
length song.
Do I want to know?
You
what he was
almost
doing in
touched
the
him, but
bathroom?
you didn't.
I did not. Made sure to not.
Oh my god. Well, that's what you get for going to a G.G. Allen show. Sans G.G. Allen. They're keeping up his legacy.
I spent 6 months in therapy after that. It's bad.
Oh, well, Dave. With that being said, I think you know what time it is. Let's do it. No.
Apparently that was G.G. Allen in the Criminal Quartet. I didn't know he was so versatile in his music.
The Criminal Quartet.
I wouldn't guess that either.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Let's hear it from the soundboard.
All right, so this is my segment, and not much is going on, sadly. The
Tough act to follow, huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, how do I follow that? It's so you got the G.G. Allen tribute band shoving a drumstick up his
Nope.
ass.
Well, it was G.G. Allen's band
That was actually
minus
his band.
G.G.
Yeah,
Allen, but
correct.
with his brother now on vocals.
And his original drummer's still there, and I believe just the vocals list was new. Everybody else was in.
That's actually pretty incredible.
Well,
I just-
besides that, was it an awesome show?
Punk as
yes,
hell.
Very, very punk. Guys beating themselves to death. With the microphones, blood everywhere.
reminds me of Pig Destroyer.
No, Pig
Oh,
Champion.
Pig Champion. I'm sorry.
Those guys are
I was
crazy.
thinking about that. Yeah.
But Dave, what do
Anyway.
you got for us?
Still can't follow that. Wilhelm Scream has released their full album, streamed Party Crasher. So any fans of Wilhelm Scream?
Nope, doesn't top it. Keep going.
All right, there's a melodic hardcore band called Stabbed in the Back, and they're going on tour again. It's Stabbed in the Back Road to Fest Part 2, and they have a new album following that.
Sweet.
And Fat Music for Fat People Volume 3 compilation has been released.
They're only on Volume 3?
Fat music for fat people. I mean, how fast do you think these people can move on these albums?
I thought they would be on like 35 by now.
Really? This isn't
Those
a
have been
now
around-
CD. They don't
No,
come
no,
out
no.
every 6 months.
They used
Those
to have
been around forever?
Fat Music for Fat People is somewhat infrequent when they released that, but their mail order stuff, I forget what it was called. Can't remember off the top of my head. It was released like really frequently. It was a mail order thing.
What's the Punkorama or something? What were those?
Punkorama was a different. I forgot remember who.
I think those they have to be up at like 50 now. Those would come out like every week.
Yeah, Punkorama was released by Epitaph,
Okay.
and they were up to Volume 10 as 2005. So
That's it?
yeah, they stopped I guess after 2005 around there.
I could have
Shows what
swore
you
they were
know.
on like 35.
You're just seeing double the numbers
All
when
right.
you're drunk.
Sorry, Dave.
That's all right. Yeah, first Fat Music for Fat People was released in August 11, 1994.
Jeez. All right. Well, what else you got for us, Dave?
All right, the makers of SLC Punk 2, Punk's
Yes.
Not Dead, launched the Indiegogo project to fund the
Woo!
film.
Is Matthew Lillard still in it?
From what I hear, yeah.
Yes.
They're hoping to raise at least $250,000 to make the movie.
That'll be done easily. That's a cult classic right there.
I didn't like that movie.
I don't know
by
how
the
you
way.
don't like SLC
I thought it was
Punk.
terrible.
Are you
Have you ever
stupid?
seen that movie,
did
SLC
not
Punk?
There are some dumb movies that you like.
It's terrible. I didn't like it.
It says right here that the new
You're a
film will look
loser.
back at the lives of the original film main character given the 18 years which they passed since the film.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
So
All right.
I don't know why that wasn't like automatically just like not like funded for a sequel, but like Sony Independent Pictures or whoever did the original one didn't say like, oh yeah, we'll throw money at you because why not? No.
Everything's Indiegogo and Kickstarter.
What else
now.
you got for us, Dave?
All right, looking around here, Rain Dance. I'm sorry, I can't read. Is announced an East Coast tour, and the full album stream of the Melvins, Tres Cabrones, has been
Tres
put out-
Cambrones.
put out the first stream because I know Luca wants to check that out.
Nice. I do like the Melvins.
Because the Melvins are fucking awesome. That's why.
Anything else for us, Dave?
I got one more thing I believe here in the metal section. There we are. Yeah, music video has been released for. I'm gonna butcher this, but Lamb of God song, Vigili, Vigili.
Vigil?
No, sorry, Vigil. Yeah, God, I can't read.
Dumbass.
Yep.
Well, anyway.
And oh yeah, and let's see, music video was released for Toxic Holocaust song "Acid Fuzz."
Acid Fuzz.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for their song "Acid Fuzz," and Guar's Odorous Urungus reads "Good Night Mood" for the children of the world.
Yes, let's hear it.
Oh,
Good night, Moon.
this is I don't know why.
Just push play, Dave. We don't have to ask questions. This is Guar.
Good point.
Skip through it a little bit. How long is
I
this?
read to you so you go to bed. As I read to you, you will find yourself becoming more and more tired. My only hope is that I do not make myself fall asleep as I read this story.
Oh my God.
I don't know much about it, but I've been assured it's a real yawn fest. So, without any more further ado, let's get on with Good Night Moon.
Why did this guy
In
read
the
to me
great
when I was-
green
How long
room,
is this?
There was a telephone
4 minutes.
and a red balloon and a picture of this shit.
Are you watching a video? Is he actually showing it, or?
That's not a lot of stuff for one page, I tell you. There was a cow jumping over the moon. There were 3 little bears sitting in chairs. See?
Oh my god.
That's a cow.
This
You
is
fuck.
retarded.
That's a fucking cow jumping over the fucking moon. That doesn't fucking happen, okay? And neither did fucking Apollo 13. You fucking piece of fecal dandruff. Alright? And bears are not fucking friendly, okay? Don't fuck around with bears. They'll bite your little dicks off. Alright, next page. Alright, okay. Bears do not fucking sit in chairs as well. What is this, a fairy tale? There were 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse. Now here you can see the condom drying rack as these fucking animals dry out and reuse their condoms, being environmentally conscientious. Okay, next page.
All right, Dave, I
This is
think we're good.
riveting
So-
shit.
I need to
swear
rewatch
God,
the rest of
it's
this.
like I'm reading a
What was that called again? For
That's Odorous reading Good Night Moon.
Please
All
post
right.
that on the Metal Experience page.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll throw that up there. Also, really quick, Death by Stereo is working on new music. Anyone still into Death by Stereo?
No.
Nah, didn't
No.
think so. Oh, and one more random fact, because I do that now. While parents often fear the poisoning of Halloween candy, there have only been 2 known cases of this happening in the 1970s.
Ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
What
So-
about the fear of having unwrapped candy?
That's it's kind of a legitimate fear, but you probably shouldn't worry about it too much.
Just eat it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Halloween.
Well, thanks, Dave. Thanks for
Yeah.
your Halloween
Random fact.
random fact.
I think it's time for another Hate Storm Annihilation track.
I'm down. What do we got next? What's the second track?
The Cleansing of Humanity by the Blackened Sun that shadows the filth below.
All right, whatever he
I love
said,
you
let's
guys.
hear it.
You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
All right, we're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Growing the Stash Back, Luco Blaze.
Heyo.
And we're sitting here with Hate Storm Annihilation. We just heard a second track off of their, is it upcoming CD? Upcoming CD. What's the title of that CD?
Storm of Flames.
Storm of Flames. Sweet.
And you guys are looking for a bassist. So now people have heard what you sound like. You guys are looking for a bassist in what area around-ish?
Any area, even from around the country if need be. We just need a bass player who can keep up, and is willing to do this 110% because obviously we haven't had luck with that, but we need somebody.
Where do you guys? You said you're from Plainfield,
Yes,
Craig, and you are from
I live in Norwich,
That's not too
So
bad.
where's your band space at?
and the music garage. It's where is it?
Where is it?
That way,
It's-
somewhere.
It's
He
in
pointed
Chicago?
straight.
It's in Chicago. It's I guess like one of the more famous rehearsal spaces.
It's just a really nice,
really nice
secure place.
Nice. Well, we know that you guys, with the bass player, when you guys, see, I told you get people. Wave, everyone wave. Hi. Yeah, weird people in
Hi,
front of the
guy.
window. He's like, oh, shush. Yeah, you're in a window. I can't hear you. Okay, but we know a few people that actually have a band space. Devangelist has a band space there, correct?
I think so.
And the Hard-Ons. They'll be
Yeah, I
on
don't
next
know.
week.
The hard-ons.
Because
Really?
Devangelist said that they knew them too. I can't remember how, but they knew the Hard-Ons. So they'll be on next week if you want to hear some gritty punk music. Dave, that'll be right up your alley. So
Dave just sits back and he
yeah,
nods his head.
keep the boner in your pants next week, buddy.
For the hard-ons.
For the Hard-Ons. But I was going to ask you what's up and coming. I know that you guys have a CD release coming up on Thursday. Not CD, but you guys are playing it live for the first time.
Yeah, pretty much what it is on Thursday. We're gonna be playing a 1 hour set for the Vic's Happy Hour at Cobra Lounge. Somehow they was able to accommodate a all ages show there. Don't know
Nice.
how, but they did, and we're just gonna pretty much take it from start to end. And
Oh, wait. I just realized Thursday is Halloween. It's going to be a Halloween show. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It is.
Just to clarify, Vic is the owner of the best drum shop in the world. Seriously. He's got all the best drummers in the world. He's got them on speed dial. He's been in the industry for like 20 years, and for him to invite us to do his happy hour, I mean, it's for me it's nerve wracking. I mean, he's seen everybody play, and now he's gonna have to watch me butcher the instrument. So
He's actually having Chris Adler tomorrow before Lamb of God set at 4:30. He'll be doing some drumming for those that want to go to Vic's Drum Shop at 4:30. Before you catch him at Aragon Ballroom, he will be doing a drum session. So that's pretty awesome.
that is pretty scary to me.
And then you'll be playing Thursday. Follow up Chris Adler.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What was your influence? I know that you said Brian Elliott was one of them, but what was the main musician that got you into metal to play your specific instrument, or just in general that opened your eyes to this type of music?
Oh boy. Well, I mean, there were many. I mean, a big guy for me, or I'll say guys, just because there are two in particular that kind of made me want to be a vocalist guitar player, for metal at least. James Hetfield.
Yeah.
He's
He's
he's the real table. He's legit. And actually, Eric Rutan from Hate Eternal was always.
Rutan. I
don't know
why,
For me, what actually got me into this music was like 5 or 10. Well, I'm back from Bulgaria, so not a lot of metal concerts happen there. So here comes along Alice Cooper. So when you're 5, 6, 10 years old, a guy cutting off his head on stage, and that's really impressive. I'm like, whoa. And then I tried to check out some of his music, but I didn't have any music of his. And my dad, being a metalhead from back in the day, he had some Motorhead music. So, I played that. That was the March or Die album. I was like, that's it. And as far as drumming and, the biggest influence, obviously, for my style and my playing would be George Collius of Nile.
Now, being from...
Why are you laughing?
Coleus is it's more than an influence. He's more than an influence to Constantine. He's like a
god.
He's
some
my
kind
god.
of a god. Possible gay lover.
And you've met
he would-
these
if he would allow
individuals
it.
before, correct?
Well, lucky for me, I'm actually really good friends with George. And we met back in the day when they were touring on their 2007 Ozfest tour. And since then we kind of started a good friendship. And he's shown me so many tricks on the drumming. I'm one of his students. We exchange videos. He does online lessons for his students. So I mean, he's the most incredible drummer in my opinion, and a great teacher and good friend. That's
awesome.
And obviously Eric Rutan, we spent 2 weeks with him in Florida. I mean, and like I said, we opened for pretty much all of our favorite musicians. So we've met them and we've chilled with them, and we're also really good friends with Alex Webster of Hate Eternal, of Cannibal Corpse, their bass player, and it's just we're pretty lucky.
And his
in that.
wife.
Yeah, and his wife. We're really lucky in that aspect.
his wife.
That's awesome. The fact that you guys have had all those experiences at such a young age and so early in your careers. What was that phone call like when you got that from Brian Elliott to come to the studio that he had accepted you guys to record? Did you drop the phone, get all excited, your voice peak? Did you cry?
First thought to mind was, boy, I really hope this isn't gonna be killer on the budget, because otherwise we won't be going to Florida. But yeah, when we found out that we were gonna be able to get down there and be able to record this album, we were very thrilled, to say in the least.
The support at home has to be amazing.
Incredible. And
not in my house. Not
Really?
so much here. Well, obviously parents, they want you to do the right thing, go to school, blah, 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 all that. So only as of lately, since they see that things are happening, then they're supportive. His side of the family, however, if it was not for them, I would not be able to afford even drumsticks. It's just, they've helped us so much. His aunt, his mother, his father, they drive us around. They got the huge trailer. They help us with, flying, booking tickets, this and that. It's just incredible.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Have your parents
Oh, yeah.
seen you guys play shows?
Oh, absolutely.
Not mine.
Not your.
no,
Are your
no, just
parents
yet.
gonna come out at all?
I don't know. Maybe someday.
You're not gonna ask them to come out Thursday.
No. There has to be a really big show.
Your
for the-
shows
for playing
opening
the
up for national acts weren't big enough.
Oh, maybe opening for Nile, then they'll come.
Do they listen to the music that you guys play?
Not my parents.
Not his. My mom. She's got her favorites. She'll listen to 6 Feet Under. She
Nice.
likes Nile. She likes Cannibal Corpse for the most part. And she likes Hate Storm Annihilation. But you know,
Biggest fan.
yeah. But my mom. She's the best. And my dad. He's more of a. He likes most things except for metal, but he's still supportive nevertheless. Yeah.
That's pretty bad ice.
So you guys have the new album coming out very soon. When do you think that'll be released?
My guess is probably early next year, January, like time.
What do you still need to do for the album?
It's literally printing.
That's it.
It-
Do you
The-
have
the mix
album
is done.
artwork done?
No. Actually, I lie. Then I guess it's more than printing. Yeah, it's album artwork. It's pretty much everything.
The covers,
The
basically.
the cover and the physical
albuming.
albuming. it's
Because we have the music, we don't have the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, the
So-
music is all done, mixed and mastered and
Everything
everything. You're
is
just
mastered.
waiting on album artwork. Where are you guys going with the album artwork?
We don't know yet.
So
No
for
ideas?
anybody that is an album artwork guru, check out Hate Storm Annihilation. Hate Storm Annihilation. They are looking for somebody that can do badass artwork for them. Do you have an idea as to what you're looking for? Or are you looking for the artist to
Something-
kind of?
Something with a lot of fire in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that seems to have become like our theme. Songs, everything involves kind of fire burning, all that stuff. So we have a few ideas, but we just need somebody to put them on paper. I mean, it's in our heads, but we cannot draw. So we need somebody to do it for us.
how did you guys come up with your band name? What does it even mean?
What does it even mean?
I mean, Hate Storm Annihilation, got that, but like all together, like what was the meaning behind it? And
It was a very spontaneous thing.
it was ridiculous.
We were looking for a really, because I personally prefer a short, really easy to remember name, and then we went with the longest name possible. It was just just
We heard it, and it was.
He
I
said
came
it.
up with it
He
on the
said it.
spot. I said,
He's like,
"Hey,
"How
Storm
about-"
Annihilation,"
and
you
that's
know,
it.
and then
I was like, yes, that's
we're
it.
doing it.
What were some of the other ideas you guys came up with?
Could I tell them about our?
Go.
We used to be called Entropy from about
From the beginning to
from the beginning to about a little bit less than the halfway point. But then we were contacted via Facebook by a Canadian Entropy that I guess were like this thrash metal band.
early 90s.
Early 90s that had been they stopped playing for like the longest period of time, and
They
then
stopped for 15 years.
yeah, 15
and they're
years.
contacting you, going, "That's our name."
Exactly.
did.
Did they have it copyrighted?
Up in Canada, yes, not in the States. However, they contacted Facebook. They took down our page.
They killed our page. We had a decent fan base already starting, and they killed it, and we had to start back all over
We've
again.
been there before. It's
Brutal.
okay. You guys are at 24,000 now. That's something to be proud
They
of.
had 500 likes.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
They can-
I'm serious. It's not about the likes. It's the idea.
No,
they
it's
have now
just-
been playing for 15
Yeah.
years. And then they contact us.
That
For being
copyright. I don't.
15 years and having 500 fans is pretty pathetic.
I don't know why they would take down your site. I mean, you could just change your name and keep it. The fans and everything, but they made you.
Well,
they
that was-
completely shut you down.
that
Before we
was the
did
thing.
anything, they
We-
just killed the page.
We were given warning, but rather than doing anything to respond right away, I asked, may I see, legal reasoning
Documentation,
for
yeah.
for this name change. We're not just going to change our name all because you decided to come back together after 15 years.
Because some other band in the States is.
Yeah, and I'm just I didn't we didn't go for it. And the one day I came home from school, and I get on the laptop to go check how things are going, messages and whatnot, and it's gone. And I'm like, whoa, this is where did our page go? I called him up and whatnot, and ended up getting a hold of him, and Facebook was just, they were like, you know, any third party, something about third party complaints, and how if the only way they're going to put our page back up is if they'd agree, if we like come to some kind of a mutual agreement and whatnot, and
We didn't.
we didn't.
Why don't you just say, all right, we're just going to change the name, put our page back up?
We tried everything they said, and this page gone.
They,
Which, you know what? It turned out for the better.
I like Hate Storm Annihilation better.
I like it too. Buy it ice.
A lot of people keep asking, what's the name? As HSA.
HSA.
Just say.
Simple one.
Well, it is that time. It's getting down almost to 9:30, and we've got 2 songs. So, Dave, for Luco, if you please.
Dave.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, so I was talking to you outside, and you actually said you heard of these guys a couple weeks ago, the band Faust from Milan, Italy.
Yeah, just last week.
You said they had an interview on something.
One of the radios, somebody had an interview.
That's badass. Well, right when I heard these guys, I was like, this is going to go perfect with Hate Storm Annihilation. So this week we have Faust from Milan, Italy. We got a twofer for you. The songs Purple Children and Sentimental Worship. Do it.
Boss
You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
Woo! And we just heard Faust from Milan, Italy, with the songs Purple Children and Sentimental Worship. Check them out on the Facebook or whatever else. I think they actually have a website. They have a website you can also find them on. All linked through Facebook. But anyway, we are back with Hate Storm Annihilation. I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle and Dave sitting across over there. And we were just talking about there's something called a what's the actual title of it? It's just called the snare you were just talking about.
It's a concrete snare. It's
concrete-
made of concrete. I believe DW makes it.
Dave, look that up on YouTube. See if there's videos. And you say it sounds like a gunshot
It's
when you hit it.
amazing. It's amazing.
I want to see what this looks like and sounds like.
YouTube video that.
And it's not even heavy.
It's light.
It's light. But it is concrete. It's cold when it's really cool.
And you said, where have you seen these?
Vic's Drum Shop.
Oh, they have them?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like $700.
I believe so.
Whew. You find it, Dave?
Help put the mic on. Yeah. Okay, so I found the video. I was seeing, because they have a link to a website here, see how much they go for. This one's selling them for $825.
Hey.
So even more. So, well, is there a video of what they sound like? Put it on the screen, Foolio.
Yeah.
So the whole outside is cement?
Yes.
I want to hear this guy just beat the shit out of it.
I don't think you will.
Well, nonetheless, that's still pretty sweet. So have you blast beated on these? Bited?
Blast bit. Yes, I did. I tried. It's really cool. Just really loud. When you hear it in person, obviously, video won't do any justice. When you hear it in person, it's just really sharp, really loud.
And this guy's playing not too loud either.
Well,
but
the good thing is it shows you that it could take. It's very versatile, as you can see. I don't make these.
This guy's boring compared to you. I don't like
Come
him.
on, no.
See, this is it. That's the music. Okay. All right. Well, we are back and talking with you guys a little bit more about your upcoming album. So before this album gets released, do you guys have another album already out?
No.
No? This is it?
our
The first one?
Yeah.
Where can people find you guys on the internet if they want to look you up, get in contact with you?
all that good stuff.
Best two places would probably be either number one, the Facebook. I'm gonna check it all day, every day.
It's just Hate Storm Annihilation.
It's facebook.com/HateStorm Annihilation.
And then Reverb Nation.
And the Reverb Nation is the other one. Not as convenient. Not as many people use it, but also ReverbNation.com/HateStorm Annihilation.
And what is up and coming for you guys besides the album release?
Well, big news. I haven't actually put it out on the page yet. It was just kind of a something that accidentally went out yesterday, I guess. In December, we're actually going to be heading back to Europe to open up on 6 Feet Under's tour.
Who else is going out there with you guys?
We don't know yet. That's the thing. Not even all the dates have been announced. It's just something that slipped out of the management company, and they said, you know what, keep it quiet as of now. But somebody posted something about it, so kind of it's out of
Ruin the
bag now.
surprise.
Yeah, it did ruin the surprise. But
Well, there you go. For all the bassists out there looking to join a band doing big things, touring Europe and everything, hit up Hate Storm Annihilation.
Big opportunity for
What?
I mean, that's only in a couple months. You guys don't know any other times that you guys are supposed to go over there?
we just know when to be there. We already got the tickets. We know when to get there, and that's about it.
What day do you leave?
16th, 17th of December.
No, it's early. It's like the 3rd or the 4th.
Will you be around for Christmas, or are you over there through
We will
Christmas?
be. It's literally.
It ends before Christmas.
Yeah, it ends before Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Do you know what countries you guys are going to this time?
Germany, Czech Republic, Austria.
Wow.
Yes.
Woo!
Unfortunately, not hitting up Poland.
I kind of want to just say, hey, you want to bring me with you guys? I'll learn your stuff.
You've already bought tickets, Luke. How is that going to work?
So anyway,
That's fine. Just bring your bass with it.
Yeah, he can't play the type of bass you're looking for, unfortunately.
You have 1 month, man.
there you go. There you go.
You have 1 month to
I
learn
haven't
each
played.
term
I
annihilation.
have a bass. I haven't played that bad boy. I've been playing the ukulele a lot. I just got a ukulele and I think it's awesome. So I've been playing ukulele.
Same thing, right? 4 strings.
It's
Yeah, kind
It's
of.
still coming in the mail, but I bought him he sent me this stupid ass picture, but Metallica for ukulele. How stupid!
We'll be learning
is
some
that going
Metallica
to
songs on
sound?
ukulele. Ukulele is awesome. What are you talking
He
about? These
needed
things look
some
so cool.
motivation to play it more,
I
and
learned
not
how to
just
play the-
Super Mario and Happy Birthday.
Super Mario theme song, and
You should have
Yeah.
brought it.
Oh my
I should
God.
bring it. I'll bring it next week.
Just bring it
Oh
every
my
week.
God.
It's like not even 2 pounds.
It's like 1 pound.
It's not
Exactly.
even. It's weird.
It's awesome. Anyway, ukulele players out there, hey, what's up?
So, what do you guys think after this album comes out? Once you guys get back from tour, what are your plans? Are you thinking you want to play more locally? Are you going to look to
No.
do a tour in the states?
No.
Going back out in April on tour. It's, I believe, a month-long tour with Master here around the States. And from there, we have to go back to the studio to write some new music.
Are you
Well-
going back to Florida?
Most likely.
Yeah. Oh wait, Craig's like, wait.
Oh no! I think there's by him studio he just means rehearsal studio. That's we're just in the process of getting the guitars and whatnot written for him to be then blasting to, and then we go back to Brian and bother him.
And he's ripping us apart.
For the second time, but for the second time, you already know what's expected, so you
Oh,
know
yeah.
when you should actually schedule when you guys are 100% ready to fully go back and not go back and be like, you guys still fucking up.
Not this time. Not this time.
Where do you guys see yourself in another year from now? What are the goals that Heatstorm Annihilation has? What's
The ultimate goal is to be a touring band. Tour all the time. Europe, here, there. That's the ultimate dream. Not just a goal. It's a dream. To be a touring band. Whatever, 8 months of the year or whatever they do. That's where we be pushing. That's it.
Are you guys planning on releasing any merch before? I mean, I know it's a little bit less of time for December, but by April, are you planning on having something out for people to be able to buy while you're touring?
We, for the time being, we do actually have T-shirts. That's it.
That's all you have.
We've literally got shirts.
Is that what you guys are bringing with you guys?
Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
And then for the music, you'll just have them. You guys can find it on our Facebook and
Right.
Reverb
For
Nation.
now, that will be because the 6 Feet Under tour, it will kind of happen really fast. It
Yeah.
all happened about 2 weeks, and then we have a month to prepare, and that's it. So for the April tour next year, we'll be a little bit more prepared, a lot more prepared, matter of fact.
Hopefully, have a bassist, a full-time bassist in
That'd be
there.
great.
Better.
You should actually announce it at every show that you guys are playing in the States if it doesn't happen before that or coming up that you guys are looking, just to put it out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just anyway.
You guys are playing this Thursday, also, right?
Yes, we are.
That we
Do you guys have any other shows
Before the tour?
before
Nope.
just this Thursday?
just the Halloween spooktacular, and then
You guys are doing that as a 2-piece, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Any special outfits you guys will be wearing for the
Nope.
Halloween?
Nope.
Nope,
Do you
nothing.
wear corpse paint?
We did
Once.
once.
last Halloween.
Last Halloween, we played at the Exit,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
and we did corpse paint. We'll never do it again.
Why?
We don't look good in
He's
corpse
too
paint.
scary.
He's too scary.
He's too scary.
Yeah, you guys are on the other end of this microphone. You're lucky that you can actually see me.
Don't say that. You're not scary.
So no plans? You not even run out and get like a banana suit, wear a banana suit behind the drum set?
Oh man, come on! I'm gonna die from that.
No, he's just gonna go butt naked and go as
Oh,
Gigi
you're
Allen.
gonna go butt naked?
You know how hard it was for me to pick up a drumstick after that experience?
I'm not saying you got to do what he did. I just have to say you go butt naked like Gigi
He
Allen.
just insisted that that's
That's
what
perfect.
needed to be done.
I'm surprised the venue was like, oh, he's naked?
Yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
I've been like, dude, you gotta wear your clothes. This is indecent exposure.
Yeah.
If he was really like Gigi Allen, he would have started throwing shit at people.
Yeah, what? Man,
That's what we were staying on the other end of the venue. I was expecting.
I don't
that.
blame you guys. If I ever went to a G.G. Allen show, I'd be all the way in the back, completely clean.
I feel dumb, but I don't think I know who Gigi Allen is. I know
What?
the name.
Pull up a picture of G.G. Allen.
but I don't think I know the person.
He's just a really scummy punk rocker that died
Yeah.
in a ditch.
Was the band called Gigi Allen?
Yep.
And the Murder Junkies, but yeah.
Not ringing a bell.
You should watch. There's a documentary about him. We made sure to watch it after the incident.
And then you realize what you got yourself into.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yep,
That's
there
him?
he is.
What is wrong with that man?
A lot.
Oh my
Everything.
god! I don't know if I want to
His
watch
name is
anything.
his real name is Jesus Christ Allen.
It started with a G.
It's Jesus Christ Allen.
Jesus Christ.
First name Jesus,
G-E-S-U-S.
middle name Christ, last name Allen.
That's retarded. His parents must be extremely.
Then where did he come
redneck.
up with GG? Why didn't he just go with
parents.
Jesus Christ Allen?
I don't know.
All
Oh,
right.
and I
GC
found somebody playing the ukulele with a metal medley. They're doing
What?
Slayer and Megadeth and Slipknot.
Are you kidding?
Well, play that in the background. I'd really like to hear that while we converse. Oh, there you go. Here we go. This is metal as fuck.
It sounds so stupid.
What are you talking about? Ukuleles are awesome.
Holy shit!
I want to be a ukulele brother with this guy.
It's tight.
It was actually pretty good.
Oh my god!
And it's hard to, get some chugging going on those because the strings are. I wonder if he's got metal strings on that. Might have those nylon strings.
It looks like nylon.
What a badass.
All
We'll
right.
turn this down a little bit.
We should play another Haystorm Annihilation track. We got 2 more still, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Even though that's
Yeah, I get
He's
Did
two.
that guy
singing
just say
now?
something?
Yeah,
What did he say?
couldn't hear him.
All right, let's do. What else you got for us?
the next track is Lucifer Rising.
Lucifer Rising.
Lucifer Rising or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
That's right. We are the Metal Experience. The phone lines have been quiet. I'm very disappointed in all you guys still afraid
Sons
to
of
call in
bitches.
by now. 773-657-3341. We know that you are listening.
The recording's very intimidating.
Yeah. They don't know what to ask. We've asked all the questions apparently, but you can definitely check these guys out on Facebook. You guys have how many songs up right now? Two? Yes, so you can definitely check those out and look forward to the upcoming CD in January. And very excited to see that you guys have gotten so much accomplished in such a short amount of time that you guys are already booked for 2 more tours. That's fucking awesome. Is there anybody, I know that you said you've played with all your influences, but is there one band that you haven't toured with yet or played with that you'd want to?
Nile.
Besides
I was
Nile.
going to say, let me answer this question. I know it. Besides Nile, it just starts and ends with Nile.
For my day, and that's how it starts and ends as well.
I mean, we'll see. I'm trying to get us a spot on that Metallica Antarctic
Yeah, that's
On the cruise?
on that cruise. You know,
Wait, what?
It just got released, I guess, 3 or 4 days ago. The fact that Metallica, I guess, are going to be going all the way. I think it's Antarctica at least, but they're going to be playing for the Penguins.
well, normal,
Kind of like Death Clock?
literally.
Literally.
And normal continents are not good for them anymore, so they need to do
So
something.
they need to go a place where no one's heard them before.
Yeah. So
Antarctica works.
So it's a cruise? It's
Yeah.
a cruise?
It's
they'll be playing on the ice.
Oh,
something
okay.
like
yeah.
this.
They'll be
And
playing
then-
on
and
a
then the-
glacier, DI, and then all the instruments be DI, and supposedly there's going to be a cruise ship that's going to be such
just on
distance
shore.
away that
Is this a good idea? Is this stable enough for them to play? I can see them freezing to death. I'm not sure if I trust this.
This is going to be awesome. So you're trying to get on that is what you're trying to tell me.
we're that yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Why are they playing with Guar?
Who claim they're from Antarctica.
Exactly, or from Mars, depending on
Or
who.
from, yeah,
Well,
Mars or
what,
Antarctica.
when you ask them.
Yeah.
if this one goes well, I'm sure the next thing will be in space. There has to be.
Knowing Metallica, they had the money to go to
So
space.
Metallica's ripping off Guar left and right. Then
Maybe.
Right.
Who knows?
But they have the money to do it.
Guar, I think Guar
Oh,
has
they're
the
being
money.
backed by like Pepsi or something like that for this.
What? They're getting backed by Pepsi to
Yeah.
do this?
No. Lars said, I was having some Coke last night, and I came up with this idea, and Coca-Cola thought that's what he was talking about. So they said, oh, we just pay for it.
Weird.
That's badass.
That
It is.
Well,
Speaking of weird ideas, but did anybody else, I haven't watched it yet, but from what I've heard, did anybody else catch Metalocalypse the other night?
Nope.
Apparently they did a musical episode. It was the season opener, and it's a musical.
I'd heard.
Have to check it.
I
I need
haven't
to
seen it yet.
watch this. I thought it was supposed to be premiere in April, and I guess I was wrong.
dead wrong.
But with that being said, Dave, it's time to make some announcements.
Do you have to?
I really do. I mean, these just cannot wait.
All right.
Do it.
The local roundup with Morgan on the Metal Experience.
All right, these shows are going to be at another Hole in the Wall in Steger. You can email Darlene at exonlive.com if you're interested in playing any of them. Darlene, Darlene at Exon live.com. First show is going to be November 6th. For those that aren't touring Europe with Hatestorm, Annihilation, 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under will be playing with Jungle Rot, Praxaria, and Archache. They still need 2 bands to open. They
Wait,
need,
when is that?
It's November 6th. It's next week. November 8th, they're still looking for 3 metal and hardcore bands to play with This City Falls. They still need 1 rock and pop band that must have EPK, electronic press kit, available to play November 9th to play with Icon for Hire. November 15th, they need 3 metal bands to play with Dope and Beyond Threshold. And they're still looking for 3 metal or rock bands to play with Kill Devil Hill, Eyes Set to Kill, Blackwater Rising, and Girl on Fire. Huge announcement going on Sunday. We are going to be there. There'll be a bunch of other people there as well. It is at the exit. It starts at 10, but everything pretty much starts at 11. But definitely come out because it will be our CD release show with the Chicago Metal Alliance. We are releasing Volume 2 of the Alliance 13 experience, which features 13 brand new bands that we've found tracks from. Our picks were Orinoco, Mechana, Miles from Exile, Armored Assault, Grace the Damned, and I am forgetting Cataplexy. And then Chicago Metal Alliance has found 7 bands that they were interested in. The full list is actually up on their Facebook page at the moment, but we are releasing those as download card formats. The Chicago Metal Alliance calendar for 2014 will be released that night as well. All the models and performers in the calendar will be there to sign, including us, and we will have the download card available for you for free if you purchase a calendar. And if you were interested in helping support the local scene too, you'll be able to hear the CD and everything. So definitely check it out. It's going to be a fun night, and it's free. And there will also be Fahrenheit 666 downstairs doing the fire show that they do. Corey Rocks is filling up her calendar for the rest of the year for her radio show. Hit her up if you're interested in being interviewed or just on a phone. You know, she can do interviews over the phone as well. So bands, hit her up. Corey Rocks Your World. She does Sunday nights from 8 to 11 on Sonic Asylum Radio. MHXradio.com, our second home, has some great shows going on throughout the week. Monday is Dozer and T-Rex from 8 to 11. Wednesday is The Doom Cellar, a show full of doom metal with Dozer from 8 to 10. Thursday is The Show with Dustin from 7 to 11. They also broadcast The Metal Deli and Corey Rocks from Sunday nights, 8 to 11 on Sonic Asylum Radio. They play them on Friday nights after Neil Wartooth's show. So
What was that?
Neil Wartooth.
Oh.
So
What about our show?
our show is 7 to 9 on MHX Radio on Friday nights, followed by Neil's show and then Corey Rocks Your World. Pitch Black Productions, Tim is selling his stuff still online. You know, he made that announcement last week. So check out pitchblackpr.com/dungeon.html for looking at his collection of everything he's selling from vinyls to t-shirts to CDs. He's got a great collection. So
signed merch
definitely,
and everything.
Check out that. He's got some awesome stuff. Very unique too. So there's some stuff there you can't get anywhere else. Wednesday, this is tomorrow, you can find Luco and I at Aragon Ballroom, 5:30 p.m., all ages. It's $30. Huntress, Testament, Killswitch Engage in Lamb of God. And I have seen Lamb of God stage set up for this, so my God, it's amazing.
And I will go on record. We've been to so many shows, and
Yeah.
the loudest band I've ever heard was Testament.
We'll probably miss them tomorrow
Every
night
time.
due to my work schedule, sadly.
Anyone? You guys seen Testament before?
Nope.
Testament
Yeah,
is
they're-
the loudest band I've ever heard. I've never heard Man of War live. Never seen them live because they're supposedly, but Testament,
It should be
Oh.
crazy. Yeah.
loudest
they're-
band.
But it's going to be awesome tomorrow night. There should be a lot of people going. It's going to be a great show. For those that miss it, in Milwaukee, they're playing. It'll be November 19th, I believe. Air Raid is opening.
Nice.
Depriving the Masses just got added onto it. And then, Remora is opening for them. And, yeah, there's somebody else opening. I can't remember. But you can buy tickets off them to go out to Milwaukee. It would be awesome for you guys to support the local scene that way. Wednesday at the Beat Kitchen, which is tomorrow, 17 and up, 7 p.m. Music video shoot and costume contest for Delta and Eye of Anubis.
Nice.
And then they're playing with the Obsolesque and Tanzan. Wednesday at Ultra Lounge, $5 in advance, $8 day of. It's 21 and up to see Empyrus, Withering Soul, Azurite, and Eve's Downfall. Thursday, October 31st at Bada Brew, 21 and up, $5. Girls, there's no cover if you're in costume. And there's also a costume contest going on for best costume. It's at 8 p.m. and it's the Prison City Halloween Massacre Day 3. And it's Dead Man's Hand, A Silent Truth, Villainous Grin, and Catapult the Propaganda. On Halloween at the Millennium Center in Rockford, 5 p.m. all ages, $8 to see Static Signal, Case in Point, Audio Abduction, Shadows of Eden, Upon a Broken Throne, Blood of the Martyrs, and It Lies Within. At the Fallout on Thursday in Chicago, it's 18 and up, $10 donation. It's half price with costume from 6 to 8, and it's 6 p.m. to see Rain, Death Sentence, Ugly Bones, Spare Change, Dark Mirror from Des Moines, Iowa, and Savagery.
There, you don't pronounce the S, dummy.
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Friday, November 1st at Nightcap.
That's like when people say Illinois.
Yeah, like Chris from Attila.
Like assholes that say Illinois. It's
Friday,
don't
November
pronounce
1st
the S.
at
It's all right.
Nightcap. You can catch us
Just
at this
Illinois.
show. 21 and up, 8 p.m. to see Broken, Devils and Angels, Sinister Fate, Loose Lips, and For Without. Friday at JD Mugs, $3
We'll be there.
for 21 and up. Yes,
You
we
didn't
will.
mention that.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I wasn't paying
$6
attention.
for under 21, 7 p.m. to see Dead Split Egos, The Headspins, Toxin, Firing Squad, Voice of Addiction, and Solution Unsatisfactory. Friday at the Abbey Pub, Damn That River, the Alice in Chains tribute, Fools in the Rain, the Led Zeppelin tribute, Addison and White Pony, the Deftones tribute. It's 21 and up, $5, 9 p.m., and it's sponsored by Waterlife Music.
Nice.
Friday at the 7th Circle Music Collective in Denver, Colorado. All ages 8 p.m. to see Weaponizer, Roic, Dope Runner, and Resistant Culture. Friday at Gentleman Jack's in Little Chute, Wisconsin. It's free, 21 and up, to see Crow Fly and Decivilize. Saturday, November 2nd at Camelot Bowl. It's all ages, $10 in advance, $12 day of. It starts at 4 p.m. to see Suffering Through Sorrow, The Tale We Told as Kids, Savior the Glimpse, Corkscrew, O.N.E., Man the Machine, Aethel, This City Falls, Oscillates, Solace in a Dying Hour, The Gift of Ghosts, and Modern Day Escape. Saturday at address to be announced. You can contact any bands if you are interested in coming out. It's all ages 7 p.m. Costumes are mandatory. We'll be at this show. It's Orinoco, Catapult the Propaganda, Villainous Grin, Our Day's End, Impale, Of Wolves, Count Rugen, Third Vibration, Blackbeard, and Ezerate. Saturday at Just Bill's Place in Overland, Missouri, 7 p.m., 18 and up, $5 to see Popsicle Monday,
Ooh.
A Death and a Promise,
Popsicle Monday.
The Few, Red Letter Days, Sleeping Through Sunday, and Penniless Prophets. Saturday at the Mousetrap in the Yerkreen Village in Chicago. It's 7 p.m. All ages, BYOB. $5 to see Butchered, Die Mutts from Des Moines, Iowa. 40 O's Sidekick, and Voice of Addictions. Saturday at Cobra Lounge, 21 and up, 8 p.m. $25 to see I Hate God, Plaguebringer, Sweet Cobra, Repos, and Witchbanger.
Witch banger.
Saturday at Ultra Lounge, $15, 21 and up, 9 p.m. to see Warside, Vukhari, and Arcona. They're a band from Russia.
Nice.
On Saturday at Bada Brew, 21 and up, $5, 9 p.m. to see Depriving the Masses, Red Poet, Ad 9, The Complex Project, and Seance. Saturday at Ye Old Town Inn, 9 p.m., 21 and up, $6, Scars of Armageddon, Mind Warp Chamber.
You could do it.
Yeah, I pronounced that terribly. And Something Beautiful. Sunday, November 3rd at Brower House, 11:30 a.m. It's all ages, $15. It's for Jake Kibbles, Kip Kibbles' son from Orion 9. He was actually hit by an unlicensed, uninsured motorist while riding on his Harley back on September 8th. And it is a benefit for him to help raise money to help pay his medical bills.
It starts
and
at
everything.
11:30 a.m.
It's all-day benefit.
Oh.
So definitely help Jake and his recovery. There is tickets available on www.jakes-journey.org for more details. Tickets can be purchased online and at the door. Sunday on Corey Rocks Your World, 8
what
p.m.
bands are there any bands playing?
There's supposed to be music, but it hasn't been announced.
Oh.
Corey Rocks Your World, 8 p.m. all ages on Sonic Asylum Radio. You can hear Mass Mutilation on live for an interview from 8 to 11. And Monday, November 4th at Mojo's, all ages, $19. We will be here. It's Sworn In, Gideon, Oceano, Winds of Plague, and Bleeding Through. It's their farewell tour, their last tour ever. They are calling it quits. So we will be at that show. I take that back. That's 6 shows in a row if we end up going out Thursday.
Jeez.
Get ready
Let's
to
do
die. And with that,
You guys, so one more time, where can everyone find Hate Storm Annihilation. Everything that is Hate Storm Annihilation.
www.facebook.com/hatestormannihilation or www.reverbnation.com/hatestormannihilation.
Sweet.
And then also the show on this Thursday, which is in 2 days, Halloween show. When do you guys go on? Where's it at? How much is it?
Show is from 8 to 9 at the Cobra Lounge for Vic's Happy Hour. Cover, I believe
It's like $5.
Yeah, it's like $5.
That's not bad.
And it's a playthrough of a record. That's
Yes,
it. First
playthrough.
time, a few songs that are played live for the first time, actually. So
Yeah.
Now, is the running time of the new album an hour long, or?
I think
like 54 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
short by about 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah.
Woo!
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
we will. If it rains, we will most likely be there, and I'm kind of hoping for rain now.
We'll be doing the rain dance. Trust me.
kind of hoping it rains the next 2 weeks, so next week we can see Periphery.
Yeah. Just keeps raining on Thursdays.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much again, guys, for coming out. We're so glad that we had the opportunity to meet you and be able to see you before you go back to Europe
No, thanks for having us.
another
Yeah,
time.
thank you very
So
much.
you guys are more than welcome to come back when the new album is released. We'd love to be able to play it.
But not until
full.
the new record's released.
But next week we have the punk rock band The Hard-Ons on, so keep it in your pants, guys, till next week. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming on. And we have one last song from Hate Storm Annihilation to play. What is that title?
Wait, before we go into that,
Okay, here
Hate Storm
comes it.
Annihilation is also looking for a bassist,
Yes,
full-time
yes,
bassist.
again.
We don't want to forget that.
Bassists call us.
Please, make us happy.
And
They're gonna cry after the show.
They can
begging.
get in touch with you on Facebook.
Best way.
Absolutely. Facebook. Yes.
.com/Hate Storm Annihilation. Boom.
All right, the last track.
The Storm of Flames.
Good night.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.